Welcome back to Real JeRi, where we explore development projects across Africa and the world. Today, we're diving into one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects set to reshape global connectivity. The Moses Bridge, a colossal structure poised to physically link two continents, Africa and Asia, across the historic and strategic Red Sea. Imagine crossing from Saudi Arabia's vast, sun-scorched deserts directly into Egypt's iconic Sinai Peninsula within hours. A journey that today requires expensive flights or long detours through Jordan and ferry crossings. The Moses Bridge, also known as the King Salman Causeway, will make this visionary journey a reality by spanning the Strait of Tiran, connecting Egypt's bustling resort city of Sharm El-Sheikh with Ras Hamid in Saudi Arabia's Tabuk region. The bridge project dates back to the 1980s, inspired by the desire to ease Hajj pilgrimages and improve trade between the two nations. Although formally proposed decades ago, environmental concerns over the Red Sea's fragile coral reefs, along with lingering geopolitical insecurities, have put construction on hold. But in 2016, Saudi Arabia's King Salman revitalized the project, signing strategic agreements with Egypt that included the bridge plan and the transfer of critical islands necessary for the route. Today, with extensive engineering and environmental studies completed and Egypt's Minister of Transport confirming readiness for construction, the $4 billion Moses Bridge stands on the brink of becoming one of the largest sea crossings in the world. It will likely be a hybrid construction, a combination of bridge, causeway, and submerged tunnel segments designed with cutting-edge technology to minimize environmental impact while accommodating heavy traffic and shipping lanes. Stretching over 30 kilometers and longer than the English Channel Tunnel and the iconic Golden Gate Bridge combined, the Moses Bridge will enable seamless travel by road and potentially high-speed rail between Asia and Africa for the first time in history. This is not merely a transportation project, it is a bold statement of regional integration, economic empowerment, and a reimagining of trade routes that have relied solely on maritime transit for centuries. From an engineering perspective, the project faces unparalleled challenges. The Red Sea features deep waters, some reaching nearly 75 meters, seismic activity, and sensitive marine ecosystems. Engineers are developing multiple bridge designs, including cable-stayed and suspension bridges, requiring deep water foundations reinforced against corrosion and earth tremors. Innovative construction methods will minimize damage to coral reefs and marine habitats, with elevated bridge spans and tunnel sections protecting critical navigation routes. The Moses Bridge aims to combine aesthetic elegance with unmatched structural integrity, a true marvel of modern engineering. Strategically, this bridge signals a tectonic shift in regional geopolitics. It strengthens the long-standing alliance between Saudi Arabia and Egypt, reinforcing Riyadh's growing influence on the African continent and allowing the two nations to present a united economic and security front in a region that is increasingly contested by global powers, including China's Belt and Road Initiative footprint. The bridge's route crosses waters governed by the Camp David Accords, requiring Israeli approval, subtly deepening diplomatic ties with Tel Aviv and enhancing regional stability. Economically, the Moses Bridge is envisioned as an artery that will fuel trade and development. By linking Saudi Arabia's futuristic Neom megacity, a $500 billion planned urban center near the Red Sea, with Egypt's mega projects and tourism hubs, the bridge will catalyze commerce, reduce freight costs, and open up direct trade corridors from the Arabian Peninsula to North Africa and Europe. Tourists will gain unprecedented access to both countries' pristine Red Sea resorts, boosting regional hospitality, retail, and logistics sectors, and generating thousands of jobs. Moreover, for millions of Muslims making the annual pilgrimage to Mecca, this new land route will ease congestion on airports and ferry systems, creating a safer, more reliable pathway for religious travelers. However, such an ambitious project comes with serious concerns. Environmentalists warn that construction threatens the Red Sea's delicate coral reefs, home to over 300 coral species and diverse marine life, many unique and highly sensitive to sedimentation and pollution. Construction poses risks of damaging these fragile ecosystems, hence the need to emphasize sustainability, so as to balance economic ambitions with environmental stewardship in line with the kingdom's regenerative tourism goals. Financially, the $4 billion price tag and decade-long construction period requires sustained commitment and regional stability. Security will be paramount to safeguarding the bridge against potential sabotage or attacks, given its strategic maritime importance. Despite these challenges, analysts forecast construction to begin by late 2025 or early 2026. If completed, the Moses Bridge will secure its place as a transformative infrastructure landmark, symbolizing the dawn of a new era of continental connectivity and cooperation between Africa and Asia. This monumental crossing represents a vision of economic autonomy, cultural unity, and regional leadership, showcasing African ambition partnering with global neighbors on projects that will shape the future. As the world watches, will the Moses Bridge fulfill its promise or succumb to the complex challenges ahead? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on this mega project set to redefine global trade and travel. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Moses Bridge, the monumental structure set to unite Africa and Asia across the Red Sea. Be sure to give this video a like if you found it informative, and subscribe to Real JeRi for more stories shaping the future of Africa and the world. Until next time.